Meow. Purnamaste, Purnamaste, and welcome to the art of the word that I am. I'm an enlightened man as a human animal, and I give you my word for you to become a human animal just as I am, and no more human ego, human animal, living in a moment now as it is, from the heart, without your mind, judging what's good and bad, living in past, cannot let go of past, cannot afraid of a future that is not now here. To be a human animal, to be now here in a moment as it is, not in past. Past is gone, not in future. It didn't even come yet. I give you my word, in my life I had so many worries, which none of them came true after. And not only that, become a human animal. Not only to feel according to as it is in a moment, but to feel as our heart desires, to create heaven and earth, to choose how we feel. For human ego does not live now here this moment, is afraid of a future that doesn't exist and worries for it in all negative scenarios that are worst possible. Recreates it. And then cannot let go of the past, cannot forgive whatever happened in the past, and suffers, traumatized. And always judging you, that you are not good enough, that you should be better, that how you feel is not good, you are not good enough. Always blaming you for who you are, judging you as good and bad. Always judging you that you should be better as you are from the heart, just as animals are. And it's funny, you know. This is, again, we are diving deep into the book of Ra. And we are to speak a little bit more about animal consciousness. Animal consciousness, which is heaven on earth, which is enlightenment. For the thing is that animals do not suffer. Animals suffer only if in that moment there is suffering. If there is danger, they are afraid. They are worried if there is danger felt. If they suffer this moment, then they suffer. But they never ever suffer with no reason, and they have no other choice, no free will, but to be happy and to love the moment as it is and to enjoy it. And only if there is danger, if there is suffering, they suffer, and they just want to get free of that suffering. And they run away from that suffering, just like me. I feel everything. I feel everything. And whatever doesn't feel right to me makes me not feel right, and I remove it. I am not putting up with it. I run away from it, just like a deer. And then I'm not resenting in my ego, blaming. I don't need an apology even. I don't need to forgive. I only want to remove the energies that are harmful to my energies that doesn't feel right. Or regardless if they are right for everyone else. You see, animals do not have free will to choose how they feel, to choose what they think. to choose not to be happy, to choose to think something that would traumatize them, that they would suffer. They have not that kind of a free will of creation. They do not know what is good and bad. They are just living here in the moment, being now here. And they cannot be no other way but happy. So you can see in Mother Nature how deer get chased by a wolf. First of all, deer is not in his mind, judging in his mind, thinking in his mind. No. Deer feels the wolf on distance, and deer feels that the wolf is dangerous, harmful for his life. And deer doesn't go ask him anything. Deer runs away from the danger. And when the wolf catch the deer, there is struggle for life. The very life of a deer is threatened. Deer does not. If deer gets away, let us say the deer gets away. Deer is free. Deer have run away and wolf couldn't caught him anymore. But he caught the deer first and little bit scarred him and like flesh wounds and like this. But nothing serious. And you see a deer all afraid, running. And then after 15 minutes, those who are recording the documentaries, they are recording a deer, and deer is there just being happy, gazing on the field, being that happiness at peace. Nothing happened. Deer doesn't need to go to psychiatrist. Deer doesn't need a spiritual master to give him such kind of a lecture like now. Deer is free of ego and does not live in past. It happened in past. It was dangerous. He ran away. But now, this moment, everything is okay. And he is being now this moment here. He doesn't resent the wolf. He doesn't blame the wolf. He doesn't think about the wolf. He thinks about the energy that he feels, the peace, love, and gazing on the grass. Why? For animal state of consciousness is kind of dream state of consciousness. It's no free will to create, no free will to think what you want, no free will to live in past, to live in future. They are just being here now, in the moment, doing a lot, playing, having profound relationships with each other, family, relationship of love, care. They get angry, they get afraid in a moment. They have profound emotions, very profound state of consciousness. But one thing they do not have ego. They do not have the sense of individualization. This is who I am and this is you. They do not feel the separation in the ego, that they are separated from other deers, from wolf. So they don't hate the wolf. They are just being everything, one with everyone. They do not have a conception that this happened to me, I was attacked, I was assaulted. And they do not get hurt in ego and live in that past and blame. They are just happening and doing. Happening and doing. It didn't happen to them, to their ego. They don't have the individualization of the ego that ego does. It just happened. It happened that moment. It was awful. But the ego is not living in past, not blaming anyone, not being a victim. And now it is happening, beautiful energy and gazing on the green grass. And it is wonderful. So animals do not have this individuation. This is who I am. Ego. So also they don't have free will to create what they want, to think what they want. And therefore enlightenment is becoming an animal again. You know, because the mind is very crazy. Mind is very crazy, human mind. It lives in a past that happened. It blames the self, the other. It's a victim, cannot let go, resents. You know, like it's sorry for the past that happened and cannot accept the past as it is and must resent and must forgive and then lives in that past and then it's not now here and then is afraid of the future that is not now here, worried for the worst case scenarios that never happened and probably never will. And that's why we suffer. We have our ego. You owe something to me. This is who I am. This happened to me. Who do you think that you better apologize to me? You better kiss my feet. You better say that I'm great for because you have hurted me. Now I am worth nothing. You approve my worth. You hurted me. You approve my hurt. Now you have to apologize so that I'm worthy again. They don't blame. Animals not. So when we become like animals, we do not think anymore. We feel the energy as it is. We say, I feel the energy, I go away. We do not resent, we do not blame. We just do not allow what doesn't feel right in our energy. We run away from it. We are not putting up with it. We are truthful and sincere, just like a cat. If you mess with the cat, cat says, doesn't like your energy, doesn't like how it feels. Leave me alone, I want to sleep. And if you go on, smack, 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 you get it very hard. And if you go away, cat has no guilt about it, no shame. You were not respecting their energy, cat doesn't blame herself. Cat smacked you because you were violating her energy, you didn't respect her personal energy. Doesn't resent you, you may resent a cat. But cat comes to you next moment and meow, 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 meow. Because now you are giving peace to the cat. Human being has a guilt that animals don't have. That I'm not good enough if I allow others to do to me what doesn't feel right to me, if I do for others what I don't want to do, if I'm not good enough, I'm a bad person. But animals, they are truthful and sincere to you. They tell you, this doesn't feel right to me, just like I. And then if you accept it, they give you love, they don't resent. They expect nothing from you. They demand nothing from you. They don't want to change you. They don't know better for you. They love you for who you are and leave you alone. They are a gift of love. And their love is truthful and sincere. They are not judging you according to the programs of society, racism, stereotypes, religion, what you believe, what you think. No. They feel you. And if you are love, no violation, they love you, they give you their love, they love you for who you are. And they never don't want to change you, they're only giving you pure, truthful and sincere love. They never pretend, they never sincere, they never people please, they are sincere and truthful. And that's why even if they smack you, you know that they love you. They are not blaming themselves. They are not blaming themselves ever. And they are not pretending that this feels right to them when it doesn't. They, no, leave me alone. And that's why they are always sincere to you, truthful to you. They don't want to change you. You always know they truthfully love you because they tell you, leave me alone, where they don't feel like it. They love you for who you are. And that's why you cannot mess with an animal. Because animal doesn't want to change you, doesn't want to control you, doesn't want to consume your energy, doesn't want to do anything from you that you don't want to do it, enjoy. No, doesn't want anything from you. And that's why you cannot mess with the energy of a cat. Cat has no guilt, doesn't blame you, doesn't blame herself, has no expectations, knows that you owe nothing to her and she owes nothing to you. So cat is enlightened. But you see, doesn't have free will not to be, doesn't have free will not to be happy. But you have free will to blame yourself, to think that you are not good enough, to people please and pretend. So you're deceiving and lying to people, you're pretending. Then you have people around you that do not love you, you blame them, you hate them. You think you're not good enough, you blame yourself, you blame them. You suffer. And then animals are my true friends, humans are shit. But then you are that same shit. It's ego. Animals have no ego of this kind. No, no, no. That's why when you become an animal, you get free of guilt and fear, free of shame of being you, free of lying, deceiving, pretending, ego blaming you that you're not good enough, free of your mind thinking it is you judging what is good and bad, and that you are not good enough. And you are like an animal, truthful and sincere. You're not deceiving yourself, you're not deceiving others. What doesn't feel right to you, you understand like I do. I am giving peace to everyone, never disturbing their personal energy. Doesn't feel right to me because I always give them peace. I'm just like a cat. I express myself immediately. Doesn't feel right to me. Stop. Because I know I never make you in your energy. I don't come do anything that would make you feel not right. But whatever it is you're doing, just like a cat, you have to accept I have unique and authentic energy. I'm sensitive so much. I feel the things in the mind in people that they don't want to see in themselves. And I know why it doesn't feel right to me. And if you just accept it, all your blessing, all love, everything to you. I'm like a cat. But the one thing is a difference. You know, enlightenment is like becoming an animal again. Live in a moment as it is, to be grateful and enjoy this moment as it is. Do not worry in past. Do not blame anyone. Have nothing to forgive but be in the moment now. But you are not dreaming. Because in third dimensional consciousness we integrated the ego, the individualization. This is who I am, this is mine. And we conquered, we consumed each other, we consumed the energy of one another, we controlled, we blamed. Out of greed, we were giving to ourselves, taking from others, violating conflict, others. So we have really learned about free will and about the individual I am. And now we have free will to create whatever our heart desires, and we know these bad choices out of attachment, out of control, out of dependency, out of blame, that the resistance makes us suffer. You know? We know that. We know that now. And we can choose. We can choose not to act in ego anymore. We can be conscious of it and we can release that ego. You know, integrated it. So we do not follow it. We bring it to consciousness. So we live in a moment now, we are grateful for what it is. But we have free will. Not like animals. Animals cannot do this video. I can. Animals cannot dance and sing songs. Animals cannot be scientists. Animals cannot create the technology that will heal Mother Earth. Animals cannot garden. Animals cannot feed homeless. Animals cannot be spiritual master. Animals cannot build houses. And we have now, because we mastered free will in creating all kind of bullshit out of our ego. Now we can create from the heart, like I'm creating this video now for you, giving you word that I am. Whatever your heart desires. You're not an animal. You can be a dancer, you can be a singer, you can be a healer, you can be a teacher, you can be a spiritual master, you can be dancer, you can be helping people around the world, feeding. You can be whatever you want, architect, doctor, I don't care. You choose by your free will, and you create heaven on earth by your free will. Yeah. And then you can also choose in this moment now. You may not be a superstar. You may not have millions and millions of dollars. You may not have a big house. But you live in a moment now, you are grateful for what you have. In abundance, you counting your blessings. And you choose to be a king. You choose to live in vibration, to think the thoughts, to make you feel that you are all abundant now, that you are king, that you are everything what you are in your heart. And you can be grateful now from the heart. Animals cannot do this. But you can be now here in this moment. You don't worry for the past that doesn't exist, for the future that doesn't exist, living in past that is gone. But you can focus on a future in this eternal now, when all your dreams are fulfilled, when all the dreams in this world are fulfilled, and you can be grateful for it and being a vibration of a king, of a queen. And we can choose. Even in the time of war, we can choose to be happy, we can choose to be peace. We can choose in the time of fear and panic of COVID-19, we can choose to be true, trust, hope, love, highest vibration, good news. In lack, in contrast, we can choose to be all the abundance from the heart and be grateful for it. And then we don't react to the moment anymore. But in vibration of being grateful for everything what is ours in this moment, we are changing the consciousness of other human beings. We are changing the timelines. We are transforming with consciousness this earth to heaven on earth. And our life, we attract how we feel. And we are grateful for all what is ours in this eternal moment, like it is ours now. We are fulfilled in gratitude. And we attract all the great things and everything to us, which animals cannot. We have free will, and we are individualized to create from the heart and feel as our heart desires in this moment, not only how the environment makes us feel. In the moment, we run away from what doesn't feel right, and we choose to feel heaven in our heart. You know. So like this. Animals can only be now here as it is. They cannot write books, they cannot make videos, they cannot feed homeless, they cannot choose not to be happy, they cannot choose to go war, they cannot choose to kill their own. Human has choice of good and bad. It's learning about duality, about free will. And then human can also choose to create heaven after the hell we created. And we live now in a moment as it is, grateful for everything what it is. And just like animals, we give no resistance to anyone, allow no resistance from anyone. We do not blame ourselves, we do not blame others, we do not owe no energy to others, we do not control, resist to get energy from another. We live as animals in this moment now, and we are creating as our heart desires, from the heart. And we are choosing how to feel and be grateful for everything that is ours in this eternal moment. So our heavenly kingdom may come in our greatest abundance on all levels. We are a human animal. And this was another diving deep of the word that I am into animal consciousness. I give you my word, and I'll be giving you my word every day when I can. 5 days for sure, videos a day, a week 4 or 5. Because 2 weeks I play flute, 2 times a week I play flute, 1 time a week I go somewhere hiking, nature somewhere, swimming or something. But I'll give you always my word, and I'm giving you my word always. For you to become human animal, free of ego that blames you, judges others, thinking about you what's good and bad. So you can be just animals, just like animals. You feel the best, and you're not questioning yourself, you're not insecure, you're not blaming yourself, you are not apologizing, justifying it. You are just being that happiness, being that joy in the moment, grateful for everything, but creating what your heart desires and feeling grateful for the heaven and earth that is yours already. I give you my word just for that. We are human animals. And if anybody feels like you want to offer a donation to the Art of the Word that I am, if you want to support these teachings, do know that without of your donation, there would not be Art of the Word that I am going and flowing. Actually, without people listening, there's no one to teach. Well, I have enough few people. Let millions come. Ah, my fly! You see these insects? They have no respect. They come to inspect me. And now there's my fucking back. Fuck you! Now you got it. Oh, I'm animal. I'm animal. But this is because he was there, I couldn't catch him. Motherfucker. So like this. They have no... He's not dead. He's there. He's walking. Something big. What is this? Ah. You see, they have no respect for you. They come to inspect your body and they just bite. But this is animals. They love themselves and they are being who they are. Although my back... Ah. So like this. Like I was saying, if you want to support this human animal, your every donation is welcome. I give you my word. I'm so grateful. If there any blessing in this enlightened heart, let it all go to you. In giving we receive. And I do healing on everyone who ever offers me a donation. I don't do chat. I don't do messenger. Frankly, I didn't do it before, but now if I would like, I would not be able, no time to even write everything what I want. I'm not even checking comments every day anymore and like this. But I give you my word, and the answer is revealed in your being a human animal, knowing that you are not your mind. But I do healing on everyone who ever offers me a donation. I'm very clairsentient. I feel, I connect with your energy. I don't have to tell you anything. You don't have to stand still. You've given me a donation. I want to give you my best energy. I'm so grateful. And I just do profound healing on you, quantum white light source healing. I do it. I give you my word that I do it for every donation. But why would I say anything? As much as you work on yourself, my healing works on you. If you are getting to know that you are not your mind and you trust how you feel and you are in a moment now, you are healing yourself, you heal yourself from more troubles. But if you think that you are your mind that blames you, judges and blames others living in past and future, no one can heal you. My healing can help you a little bit, but you heal yourself when you save yourself from your mind and become a human animal from the heart, and you use your mind to create heaven on earth from the heart. That's why I give you my word. And I give you my word for every single donation. I'm so grateful healing is performed. Thank you. And every one of you, thank you for your love. Thank you for your joy. Thank you for your likes. But most thank you if you got some answers revealed out of silence of the mind that cannot be silenced. In your being, the truth, human animal that I am, free of guilt and fear, free of ego. Master of your mind from the heart. I give you my word just for that, for you to become human animal. I give you my word. Purnamaste, Purnamaste.